Cheerful engineers are like sunlight. They shine into the heart and bright mornings and fresh hopes. We welcome you all for the inaugural function of Students Association Cenirea and IET Students Forum 2020-2021 conducted by Electronics and Communication Engineering in Vellore College of Engineering and Technology. I have learned that the harder you fall, the higher you bounce. So let us bounce with spirit for this Cenirea inaugural function. So, first of all, I'd like to welcome our enthusiastic chief guest, B. Rajesh Kumar sir, second engineer in TCIC Ways in Chennai. We welcome you, sir. It's my pleasure to have our beloved principal, Dr. M. Jayaraman sir. We welcome you, sir. We'd like to welcome our Dean Students Affairs, Professor Jayachandran sir. We welcome you, sir. And I also like to welcome our COE sir, Dr. K.R. Valluvan sir. We welcome you, sir. And I'm delighted to welcome our head of the department, Dr. M. Nisha Angelina ma'am. We welcome you, ma'am. Finally, I welcome my respected staffs, coordinators, and fellow students for this great occasion. We welcome you all for this function. A day without prayer is a day without blessings, and life without prayer is a life without power. Let us start this program with a tribute to our God. I request V.S. Jayashree to sing the prayer song.
गरुडगमन तव चरण कमलमिह मनसि लसतु मम नित्यम् गरुडगमन तव चरण कमलमिह मनसि लसतु मम नित्यम् मनसि लसतु मम नित्यम् मम तापमपा गुरुदेवा मम पापमपा गुरुदेवा मम तापमपा गुरुदेवा मम पापमपा गुरुदेवा जलजनयन विधिन मुचिहरण मुख विभुत विनुत पद पद्मा जलजनयन विजिन मुचिहरण मुख विभुत विनुत पद पद्मा विभुत विनुत पद पद्मा मम तापमपा गुरुदेवा मम पापमपा गुरुदेवा मम तापमपा गुरुदेवा मम पापमपा गुरुदेवा.
Thank you, Jayashree. Individually, we are drop, but together, we are an ocean. We would like to call upon our HOD, Dr. M. Nisha Angelina ma'am, to introduce the office barrier of Students Association Cenirea 2020-2021.
Today is the inaugural function of Cenirea, the Student Association of ECE for the academic year 2020-21. We have with us Engineer B. Rajesh Kumar, Second Engineer, TCI Seaways, Transport Corporation of India, Chennai as Chief Guest here. I extend a cordial welcome to the Chief Guest on this occasion. I also welcome our respected Principal Sir, Dr. M. Jayaraman, without whom we cannot expect a program like this. It's my privilege to be here to introduce the office bearers of Cenirea, the Association of ECE. I am profusely elated to take an opportunity to introduce the Student Secretary, Ms. M. Gokulapriya from final year ECE. I am glad to announce the Treasurer, G. Reshmi from the final year to the gathering. I consider it a great honor to introduce the Joint Secretary, R. Kokila from final year B section. I would also like to introduce the Joint Treasurer, T. Shalini from final year ECE C section. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce the executive members from final years, Ms. S. Aarti, Mr. R. Majendra Kumar and J. K. Srinath. And from third years, Mr. K. V. Harisudan, Mr. V. Madan Kumar and Ms. S. Sharmila. And from second years, Ms. K. Indu, Ms. S. Kirtana Priya and Mr. K. Satish. Let me conclude my wishing the office bearers all the best for promoting the will and leadership and organizing events to bring out the students' talent. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We can do little. Together, we can do so much. By our unity, we will achieve a lot. Here comes Student Secretary Gokula Priya from final year to deliver the proposed association activity of the year 2020 to 2021.
I adore my privilege to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, B. Rajesh Kumar Sir, second year, Transport Corporation of India, Chennai, Principal, Deans, COE, HOD of ECE, faculty members, and all other departments, and my dear friends, a pleasant morning to one and all. I am very much jubilant to introduce myself, M. Gokula Priya, as the Student Secretary of Association of Electronics and Communication Engineering. As we all know that our inaugural function has been delayed due to this COVID issue. We were in the stage of conducting our planned activities through online meeting. So, successively, more than 10 activities have been already conducted. Now, I am delivering the conducted activities for the past few months. On the first day of June, we had conducted an online internship on machine learning and deep learning using Python. On June 2nd, we had conducted a webinar on something creature and about illusions. On 5th June, we had conducted another webinar on IoT, the magic wand of tomorrow. After that, we had conducted an online quiz on analog and digital circuits in the second week of June. Then, a webinar on career opportunities in telecom industry has been held on 14th June. In the third week of June, we had conducted a webinar on opportunities in automobile embedded systems and introduction to engine control unit. Then a webinar on basic cyber security training and job requirements has been held in the third week of July. In the last week of July, we had conducted a webinar on automotive embedded system and an online industrial training program on future scope of engineering in global development on 25th and 27th of July. On August 17th, we had conducted AICTE sponsored online STTP Series 1 on effective and innovative teaching, best practices and learning strategies. Then a webinar on relevance of IPT and internship for future engineering graduates has been held on 29th August. On September 18th, a value-added course has been held on industrial applications of signal and image processing using MATLAB. Finally, AICTE sponsored online STTP Series 2 on effective and innovative teaching, best practices and learning strategies has been held on 21st September. Followed by this, I am delivering the proposed activities of our EC Department Association, Cenirea, which are planned to be held on future days for this academic year. In the last week of October, we have planned a workshop on antenna design using HFSS software. By the fourth week of November, we have arranged a seminar to be handled by the VCT's alumni who are working in Wipro to interact with the students for the improvement in their knowledge about job opportunities. By the fourth week of December, we are going to conduct technical lecture on Raspberry Pi based smart supervisor using IoT. After that, the beginning of New Year, we have planned to conduct 2 days workshop on Android control mobile robot using MSB 430. After that, we will conduct intra-departmental association activities in assistance with other department associations in the second week of January. By the first week of February, we are going to conduct a seminar on nano antennas. By the second week of February, we plan to conduct a workshop on designing of amplifier circuits. Every week, we conduct innovative knowledge hunts for the development of the technical efficiency of the students and to improve their communication in all the ways. We celebrate the Communication Week and Communication Day during third week of February. By the beginning of March, we have planned to conduct hands-on training program on Arduino-based application development. By the fourth week of March, we have planned to conduct the 11th National Level Conference. Finally, we will wind up our association activities for this academic year by conducting association valedictory function in the second week of April. Before concluding, I assure that through our continuous aspect and hard work, we will execute all these plans in a very successful manner and make this a golden period of Cenirea. Thank you very much for this responsibility and opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Gokulapriya. Now, we would like to call upon Mr. P. Sendil Kumar sir to introduce office barriers of IETE Student Forum 2020 to 2021.
Good morning to one and all present here. I am very happy to introduce IETE Student Forum Office Bearers for the academic year 2020-21. Student Secretary P. Madhumita, Final Year B Section. Joint Secretary S. Prabhasiri, Third Year B Section. Treasurer K.V. Aswin Krishna, Final Year A Section. Joint Secretary K.V. Kogul Krishnan, Third Year A Section. Executive Members S. Vidya, Third Year C Section. D. Papadarani, Second Year A Section. B. Malarvili, Second Year B Section. S. Sweta, Second Year C Section. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. A dream does not become reality through magic. It takes dedication, determination, and hard work. Here we provoke our Honorable Principal, Dr. M. Jayaraman sir, to preside over the function.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
sir.
Good morning, sir. Yes, sir.
Most respected Secretary and Correspondent Thiru S.D. Chandrasekhar sir. Respected Chief Guest of this function, Engineer B. Rajesh Kumar, TCAC Ways, Transport Corporation of India, Chennai. Respected Dean Academics, Professor Peter Stanley Bevington. Respected Dean Student Affairs, Professor Jay Chandar. Respected Controller of Examination and Professor of ECE, Dr. K.R. Valluvan. Respected Head of the Department of ECE, Professor Dr. M. Nisha Angeline. Respected faculty members, faculty advisors of Cenirea, Dr. S. Mahendra Kumar, Dr. V. Gauri Shankar, Mr. S. Nachimuthu, and faculty coordinator of IETE, Professor P. Sendil Kumar. Then Secretary of the Cenirea, Ms. M. Gokulapriya, and Treasurer, Ms. G. Rashmi, and other office bearers, faculty members, staff members, and my dear students. Good morning to everyone present here. I am elated to associate myself with this inaugural function virtually for the academic year 2020-21. As you are all aware of that, electronics and communication engineering is one of the key department in our college from the beginning. You should know that whenever in the counseling and the placement, wherever possible, the more students are very much participated and also they are got selected. So as you are all aware of that, there may be some slump in this year. It shows that everyone is aspiration towards the computer science or artificial intelligence, data science or cyber security, everything. So whatsoever, but the fundamental and the basic is only the electronics and communication. Without your hardware, without your communication equipment, they cannot do anything at all. So that is why the electronics and communication engineering is the second most sought by the students whenever they are entering the engineering career. So especially we cannot be as it is, we are the pillar like that, but you have to come out and you have to learn the multidisciplinary way, because the electronics and communication is applied in the manufacturing, civil engineering, and especially in the aerospace engineering and then the automobiles. If you see that 30% of the components are now only the electronic components in the automotive sector. Then in the marine, so wherever if you go, lot of opportunities. That means you cannot carry out only on the electronics and communication, but side by side, you should know about the auto electronics or mechatronics, or there is in aeronautics also avionics, So lot of subjects are there that are all having the interdisciplinary way. So you have to develop and you have to apply whatever you are learning in the electronics and communication to the field. On this August gathering, I request each and every student, please proliferate the message to your kith and kin about the social distancing, wearing the mask, and especially we are having a very big thing in the next coming down the line, coming 3 or 4 weeks, because of the Puja festival and then the Deepavali and other things. So please make sure that you have to be very careful. Still we have not found any vaccine. So this is completely avoidable only by the self-discipline. So if all are wearing the mask, all are following the same norms, then immediately within 5 days, we can eradicate this virus. So I request, that is why we are conducting classes and even all the functions through the virtual mode. Still, we are not having any idea. So we are expecting the there is from the order from the government, central government and state government. So definitely this kind of the period, you have to grow yourself, groom yourself. So self-learning is the major thing. So definitely this kind of the atmosphere will not be there, but you have to accustom to this also. So there comes the flexibility, adaptability. So especially if you are well aware of that adaptiveness and the flexibility, you can learn anything and you can fight anything. You can survive in this world, because we are living in the year there is a disruptive world. Whatever you are inventing in one day, that may not be there in the tomorrow. So that's why we have to develop yourself, the flexibility, adaptability, and the learning ability. The learning is never-ending process. So I wish this year will be a very fruitful year for the association. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. People who change after a change will survive. People who change with the change will succeed. People who cause the change will lead. Such a honorable person is our chief guest, B. Rajesh Kumar sir, a second engineer in TCI Seaways, Chennai. Now, I'd like to invite C. Sangeeta Shri from final year C section to give the chief guest intro.
Good morning, everyone. I'm profusely elated to take an opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day, Mr. Rajesh Kumar, who had been working as a second engineer in Transport Corporation of India, Seaways. And he had also worked with organizations like Good Earth Maritime Limited, Australian Ship Management, and Target Ship Management, Mercator Lines. About his qualification, he completed his BS degree graduation in Marine Engineering at Aura Institute of Nautical Science, Madurai, which is certified by BITS Bilani University. And he had also completed 17 modular courses, 2 post-sea trainings, such as advanced training in firefighting, personal survival techniques, engine room stimulator, professional proficiency in survival craft and rescue boats, ship security officer, and so on. About his technical skills, as a strong analytical and extensive knowledge of marine engineering and science, he has 11 years of experience on sailing with 13 sea-going service, and he has sailed 8 ships. He had been worked and familiar with 2-stroke, 4-stroke engines, dual-fuel marine gas engines, high-voltage cars, professional welding, engine automation. He has traveled many countries like Japan, China, Indonesia, Egypt, Colombia, Turkey, Panama, Venezuela, Brazil, Mexico, New York, UK, Spain. We are honored by your presence on this occasion, sir. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Sangeeta Shri. To be inspired is a great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. Now, I'd like to invite our chief guest, Mr. B. Rajesh Kumar sir, to preside over the function and give the chief guest address.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning. So I'm really grateful to be here, and I'm really thank you for the great introduction that they gave about me. It was really mesmerizing, and really thank you for the principal, dean, HOD, and the students committee, everyone, and especially thank you for the students who has organized this occasion. So I'm really thankful for that. So everyone will be having a doubt why a shipping guy is over here, why a guy who is working in a ship is over here, and what does related to you. So do you know that 90% of the world trade is done by only shipping, and almost all the ships have an electrical officer on board at presently. So that is why I'm over here. So you have a great career opportunities in the marine fields. So when I say a ship, what do you think? Most of them we get an idea of about the Titanic ships and like that, because that was the only ship who has seen mostly. You can see the long pistons running up and down and guys running over here and there. But those ships nowadays you can see only in the museums. The technologies has developed, improvements has been done, inventions has been made, and the shipping industry has been completely made electronic, and electrically controlled engines and machineries has been done over for the past few years. And why you should choose shipping? Any idea about that? Anyone? So shipping, it is a best field until unless you love it, because you should never choose a shipping field until unless it's your own opinion. Do not choose with some other request or some other options or anything else. You should choose shipping only if you are willing, if you are eagerly needed. So there are some good reasons why you can join shipping. One of the main reason is you are well paid in the shipping industry. Yeah, if you are working on ashore and you are going to some other countries, whatever your transport, for your food, your accommodation, everything will be directed from your salary. But in the shipping field, it's not like that. Whenever you step out of your home and coming back till your home, everything is taken care by the shipping companies. So you no need to worry about the salaries. You're well paid in that. As you gain experience, you earn a lot of money. So the shipping is a good field for getting settled in life easily. So next reason will be what? Anyone have some idea? Okay, let me say that. You can travel all around the world. The shipping field is really a good one without any restrictions, without any obstructions. You can be traveling all around the world, especially in the merchant navy ships, not in the Indian navy ships. What the difference between Indian navy and merchant navy means? Indian navy comes under the government. It's the defense department, but the merchant navy is completely different. It is totally commercial. It's used to transport the goods all over the world. We used to travel all over the world to transport some goods. So long before we used to control the ships, machines, all the equipments mechanically. That is how it was running in the shipping industry. But as the days passed, and due to the development of technologies, especially electrical equipments has been installed a lot. So nowadays it has been necessary for the electrical officer to be on board. So that is the reason why the shipping industry requires an electrical officer. Almost all the ships have an electrical officer at presently. Many of you may think that shipping field is little hectic, little away from home, like that. Nowadays it is totally different, because communication is not a problem. Even in the middle of the ocean, you can communicate with your home. You can call to your home. You can have a video call with your girlfriends also. So that is not a big issue for them. So communication nowadays, it has been developed. Almost all the ships have a Wi-Fi now at present. You won't believe it. When I was traveling around from China to US in the Pacific Ocean, the middle of the ocean, I was speaking to with my family. So that was the first time they introduced Wi-Fi on my ships. So it was really grateful. The speed was really good because it was done through satellites and everything. So communication is not a big problem nowadays. Join the ship easily, and you can easily communicate with your home. And one more thing is we have a proper medical facilities in the ship. So this is one of the good reason why you can, because some may feel sick, some may fall ill, and normally when you're joining a marine industry, they'll check your fitness. Almost everyone who is joining the marine industry will be fit, physically fit, and even mentally also you should be fit, because you will be facing many problems between the colleagues and everything, and you are far away from home, so you should be mentally fit also. Physically fit, you will be traveling to every countries. Maximum you will be traveling with, in one contract you can travel around 5 4 countries if you're good enough. So the climatic conditions keeps on changing. Once when you're loading in China and in Saudi Arabia, you China you can take it as a cold condition, and in Saudi when you go, it's completely hot. The climate completely changes, and you should be enabled to fit to that situation. And after that, almost everyone who is entering the marine field is fit for everything. And eyesight also is a main thing for electrical engineers and engineers, because the color coding also done, all the chips and everything has been done color coding. So that is the reason the medical is necessary for the shipping industry. And we have an officer who is a second officer or chief officer. Those two officers will be doing a doctor course. So those two officers will doing a doctor course, that's especially in marine field. So they basically know the medicines, treatments, what to give at the right time. So we have a separate medical locker in the ship. So you no need to worry about these shipping and all. And one more great thing is you're going to travel all around the world. So you will be meeting a lot of peoples. So you will be meeting a lot of cultures you can see, and you can have a shore leave. So you can travel wherever you go, you will have a shore leave, so that you can go out and you can come. So that's not a big issue for you. You can take a time to relax. And the working time in the ship is completely different from the show job. When you compare to the show job, your working time will be from morning to evening, then again coming back to home, spending your time with family and everything else. But in shipping field, it's not like that. It is something different. You will be given a particular timing for your responsibility, engines, when it should be started, when it should be not started. Every rank officers will be given a responsible missionaries. So work is also is not a problem, and rest is also is compulsory is in ship, because IMO, International Maritime Organization, has developed a marine labor convention union, that makes sure that everyone has acquires necessary rest before they're going for their duties. And this MLC everything makes sure that you are comfortable with the accommodation, food, everything else. That is one part of the thing. It makes for your comfort and everything. And even they help you in signing on and signing off the ship. So that was done by the maritime industries. So that will be great helpful for you. And one more thing, when you're working ashore, your accommodation, food, travel, transport, everything is taken by from your salary. You have to spend it. But in a shipping field, it is not like that. Everything is free for you over there in the ship, and you will be getting allowances when you joining a ship or rejoining again. You will get some allowances. So that is also is allowed in the shipping field. So whatever you earn there in the ship, it's completely for your savings. Some amount of small money where you make a phone call, where you make a WhatsApp call, video call, only a small amount of money will be deducted from $15 to $20 something. So that will not be a huge amount of money according to your wages and everything else, because you are well paid in the shipping industry. Once you started sailing, you will start learning many things in this field, because in shipping industry, that is what to say, from other jobs. Every industry, every jobs, every works you are doing is something different. It is something different from that also, because lots of fun also is there and lots of work also is there. So you should be capable of doing those things. So whenever somebody thinks that I can't go away from home, I can't move away from my city, it is very difficult for me to, I'm not really comfortable with that, like that. No, stop saying that and start moving on. Keep trying new things. So that is the only thing will make you to reach your goals and everything. So you can, I'll say you a story where one of my colleague had it. He was a chief officer in my ship. There is a three departments: engine department, deck department, and a galley department. The deck department take care of the navigation. The engine department take care of the machineries and all equipments installed on the ship. Galley department is a food cooking items. So this chief officer comes under the deck department. When we are going to Indonesia, this chief officer is around 35 years old, and he was not married still. Not married means he was not interested in anything. He was interested in marriage, but he didn't get any bride. So that is the reason I think when we were traveling over there, we were traveled to Indonesia. There he was going to a shore leave. When he was going to a shore leave, normally when we go to a shore leave, some agents come, or from an embassy somebody comes to check the papers, documents, everything else. So like that, from an Indonesian embassy, an agent came, a female agent came, and she was a papers and everything. The chief officer was the main guy over there to take care of these paperwork, everything, the passports, CDs, everything. So once they gone out and taken our papers, everything in the embassy, everything was customs or cleared, everything. Then we started sailing out from there. That's it. We finished out over there. We started sailing. In the middle of the sea, chief officer was communicating with them, and when they are speaking, they said, "Yeah, they got married each other after arriving to Chennai. Now they are happily living in Chennai. So even you will get a marriage proposal also in shipping. That is one thing. So don't take it serious. It's just a joke. But they are living happily. So this is also a good reason, I think. So coming to the point, when you're working in a shipping industry, you will be well trained, I think, because normally in a show, your some missionaries are given for your responsible. What you'll do, some troubles are there to troubleshoot it. You'll be having spares and everything. Suddenly, if some missionaries has been followed and there is no spares, like what to say, like bearing has been damaged and there is no bearing at present with you. So what you guys will do? Just call up the technician or the workshop peoples to come and clear the issue and make sure the machine is running good. But in shipping industry, it's not like that. Almost we'll have all the engine spares, machinery spares, equipment spares, all electronics, everything will be there in a separate spare locker in the ship. But some spares may not be there. At that time, when your responsible machinery has got a problem and you are the only person to take care of it. Of course, senior engineers will help you. Chief engineer, normally electrical engineers comes under chief engineer. So with the help of chief engineer, you can try new things. You will start thinking new things. Okay, you'll start thinking new because there is no any help from outside. So you are the only person to take care of it. So you will start getting new ideas, new solutions, and you will start trying it. And for trying new things, never say no for. And in ship also, they'll never say no. So keep trying, no problem. And chief engineer will also help you. All the engineers also will help you, and company will also help you. Nobody will say, "No, you don't do these things. That is better. Keep it like that." No, they will say it is your responsibility. You have to make it run. So at that time, the more responsible are you. So you will take a new decision, new solution. You start thinking new ideas. That is where you learn many new things in your life. And working with peoples in the ship. Normally, you will not work with single country people. You will be working with the multinational peoples. So, well, I can I say that I have worked with Ukrainians. I have worked with Philippines. I have worked with Sri Lankans. I had worked with Brazilians like this. A lot of multinational peoples will be there in the ship, and the commonly spoken language is English only. Everywhere in the ship, in all the ships, only English should be spoken. So don't worry about the language and communication, other things else. And for relaxment, you have a lot in the shipping field. What to say? Normally, we used to have parties. Used to have some parties, and every time, mostly weekly. Some ships have weekly, some ships have it. And one more thing to say, we have Sunday holiday also is provided in many of the ships nowadays because of the development of the technologies. Automation has been done, so many improvements has been done. So a vacation of one day you will get in the middle of the week. So that is a good issue. And main thing is when you start joining the shipping field, you will have a long period of contract, like a 6 months contract like that, and your leave is also long, so that you can any job, any family issues, you can be clearing that within that leave. So you're having a lot of vacation time to make sure you yourself the points where all you need. So one of the most best field I think is the shipping field. So again, I'm saying that don't choose the shipping field by someone's request. Choose the shipping field only you're fit enough and your your own opinion. If you like it, join the shipping. Otherwise, it's very difficult to survive in the shipping field. Yeah, it is because there will be rough weather, there will be cyclones, everything will be there. But if you enjoy the shipping industry, that is all great fun. We used to enjoy in the rough weathers. Yeah. Do you know that when we come for lunch, almost all the juniors will just join the ship. They'll be lying down on the floor. They'll be just, sir, give me some rest, sir. Sir, I can't work now. Okay, we'll say, okay, take rest for some time. Go to room. Go for sleep. They will say, no, sir, we can't go to room. We'll just stay in the engine room. So this is comfortable for us. They'll say, okay, stay. But or when you get experienced, these hours nothing. Only on the first time of joining, you'll feel like this. As you got experienced well and you started sailing many ships, these rough weathers, bad weathers, nothing is there because the rolling and pitching will be there. That is also in very small ships will be having this rolling and pitching. In large ships, large container ships, large bulk carriers, tankers, and other things, this rolling and pitching is not much. So, like this fishing vessels, those ships will have, but not in the other large container ships, bulk carriers, tankers, passengers, everything else. So, you can earn a lot of money, can easily get settled in your life. So, that is how a shipping industry looks like. So, I think you have some small clear idea about the shipping. So, I'll share you a video so that you will know how the ships look like, how the missionaries, how the rooms, everything is there. Okay, I'll share you a video now. So, so I think everyone has got some their idea of how a ship, like how the machineries are installed in that, and what all the electrical equipments is installed in the ship. I think almost all the machineries are done by electrical equipments only. So this is why electrical officer is more important person on board, and he is equal to a second engineer on board. Engine department, the head is chief engineer, and next to him is the second engineer, and the electrical officer is near close to that second. So because all the equipments are controlled, all the main engines, all the compressors, generators, power supply, everything is done electrically. So that is the reason why electrical officer is required on board. So let me tell you how to procedures for joining a marine industry. Okay, first, how much you'll be paid for that? That is the main thing because everyone is gone out for money only. So let me say you that first. For joining a shipping industry, you have to be completed any degree courses or diploma courses in electrical communication, telecommunication, triple some courses like that. You have to be completed. If it is a degree courses or 4 years degree, it's also okay. Or it is a diploma course, that is also is very good. After finishing your course, there is an separate course to enter into the ship. That is a electrotechnical officer course. That is done by some marine institutes that is around the country. So better you join an institute that gives a better placement for you. Make sure the institute is approved by the DG Shipping Government. DG Shipping Government is nothing but a shipping government. The be approved by them and make sure that they use a proper placement for you. Only go to the college that is responsible for your placement and responsible for your job security. Don't go to the colleges that are less paid or some other locally over here. I'll say you some of the colleges at the end, which is best in that. Okay. Then what are the jobs you will be doing in that ship? We have seen many navigation equipments and engine control rooms, cargo control rooms. Many things are controlled electronically. Automation. So navigation is a long before we used to prepare chart by hand only. We used to have a paper chart. So we used to mark in that which position are we now, which position have we need to go, where we can travel, how long the distance will be. Everything will be done by manually in a paper chart. But now this chart also has become electric. Electronic chart has been provided nowadays to all the ships, and now the chart has been prepared. The chart is the main thing because only by plotting in the chart we can travel. So as the chart is done electronically, the navigation is also done electronically because you can see and the video starting itself, you have seen many of the equipments are controlled electronically. It's all electronic equipments only. Even the engine is controlled nowadays electronically only. When I was joining a ship, first time when I was joining a ship, I don't know, how to start an engine, because it's not a small engine like a car and bike and aeroplane like that. It is a big engine. It's like a 3-story, 4-story buildings. Engine sizes like that. It will have 3-4 floors. So each floor has a separate parts. So that is how the engine. So when I joined the ship, I don't know how to start. Now the electrical officer only helped me to do it, because he is the because that is an electronically controlled engine, ME engines. That is why it is called electronically controlled. So electrical officer was there. Even chief engineer was new. Second engineer was new. I was a junior engineer at that time. I joined the first time in the ship. Everybody was new except third engineer and electrical officer. So we finished loading and discharging, and we have to sail out from the port. So only the electrical officer and third engineer knows how to start a ship and run it, because we was new in that ship. So that is the reason. Every ship is new only. But when you join from one ship to another ship, at least it will take some a week or 3 to 4 days to get familiarized with the engine room. So electrical officer is well known about that. He didn't go to the bottom floor to press that start button. He just long before and all, we used to crank the engine. Even that such big engines, we used to keep on cranking. We used to turn the engine through. Everything was done. But nowadays it's not like that. He just came into the control room. Every parameters he checked electrically. Nothing was done manually. He didn't go out of the engine control room. Everything he just saw in that control room in that small screen, because everything was electrically instrumented, so it was very easy for them. So he just checked all the parameters and he just started the engine. Within 5 minutes he started the engines. So it was a very good thing, because long before and all, it takes around 1 or 2 hours to start an engine. And due to this development of technologies, and mainly especially the electricals, it has been sorted out. Now it can be started within 5 minutes. Especially all other equipments also, even the compressors, generators, power supplies, everything has been done electronically. So you guys are the most important person on board. The electrical officer, electrotechnical officer is the most important person on board. So as you finish the courses, you will be joining a college which is approved by the government, and the placement is, make sure the placement is there. That is the main thing. That is almost a 4 months course. Once you finish that course, before joining the college, they'll be having an entrance. Yeah, because they need a well trained and well knowledge electrical engineers. So it's very hard for that if you are willing to join the shipping, because every ranks has an entrance exam. So you have to clear that entrance exam, and then only you can start studying in the college. So after finishing the 4 months course, in the 4 months course itself, you will start learning many things about the ships and the modular courses. You have to basic modular courses will be done by them, and there are 3 particular documents for entering into the shipping industry. I mean, for sailing in the ship. Like when you're traveling in a flight, you need requires a passport. But when you're traveling in a ship, you require a passport and a CDC, continuous discharge certificate. That is the most important thing. It is like a ship passport. That is the sailor's passport. Like that is also valid for 10 years. Then again, you have to revalidate it. Then an endorse, a particular ID number for a particular individual. Wherever you go, whichever country you go, no problem. You give the endorse number. You have lost something, or you lost in the city, or the ship is gone. You went to shore leave and you are late. So at that time, if you can just go to the embassy, or you can go to the particular agent, and you can give just the endorse number. Only that ID number is more than enough to mention you that you are a sailor, because that is the most important thing. Okay. So after finishing this 4 months course, we have to sail around 8 months in the ship. you need a C time experience of 8 months. You can do in 2 contracts or 3 contracts. That is your will and wish. But you have to have 8 months experience after 4 months course. So why it is required means you have to do the exams, because you'll be doing the 8 months as a trainee electrical officer. You will not be given any responsibility. You'll be assistant with an electrical officer, senior electrical officer. So along with him, you have to train yourself around this 8 months. In a single contract, 8 months in one shot, or in a 2 contracts, anything else. But you have to complete the 8 months C time experience to do the exams. Once you clear the ETO exams, you are recognized as electrotechnical officers. That means electrical officers on board. We used to call electrical officer as a patisab on board. That means a general opinion like that. Then when you are sailing as a training electrical officer, you will be paid around $300 to $500. That is almost in Indian rupees. You can take it as 40,000 at the starting of your job. You will be paid from $300 to $500 according to the shipping companies. If you go to the most standard shipping companies, you'll be paid more also. So up to $700 you can get as a trainee electrical officer. And once you clear the exams, got your COCs, COC means a certificate of competence. So once you got your COCs, everything, and you are started sailing as an proper electrical officer on board, at starting you'll be paid as $3,500 per month. So it will be around 2,30,000 or 2,50,000, something like that, starting. So as the days pass on and you get experienced well, and your work is performing good, and you are very efficient, based on your experience and everything, your pay will start increasing. So you can get maximum up to $5,000 to $6,000. That is how much you can calculate with the dollars calculation right now. So you are well paid in this industry, and you are the most important one. And most important thing is tax is free. So you will not get any taxes. So you may think I'm earning so much of money, so I have to pay the taxes. No, you don't need to pay taxes for this, because you are paid in dollars, so that you don't need to pay any taxes. You are like an NRE. That is why it is so good in this. So you have to have 180 days of outside India, outside the Indian Ocean and everything. It comes under the India. So you will not be able to pay not be going to pay the taxes, everything for the money you earned. And one more thing is, so some companies you may change. So it's enough over here. I'm going to change my company. So some companies have got bankrupted. So you need to change your company. So that is not a big issue. Once you got experience, once you entered in the field, the job security is perfect, super. You'll tons of company will have a call for you. So don't worry about the job security. Once you entered into the shipping field, job security is pakka. So don't worry about the job security else. And the payment is also super, and it will not differ from one company to another company. Some around 100 to 400, 300, $400 only will differ. Remaining will be the same only. Okay, suppose you are one company, you're getting $5,000, and you are shifting to some other company. There also you'll be paid $5,000 only, because these wages is common in the whole global push. Okay, in the whole country, everywhere, in any companies you go, in any other countries, if you go to American shipping and you join the job over there, and you are an electrical officer on their ship, you'll be paid the same. You'll be getting same $5,000. You'll not be getting reduced. On shore, if you shift to some other job, if it is a promoting a rank, that is not a big issue. But same rank in a show, you'll be getting less or more. Of course, you'll be getting a less salary at starting, then only will start increasing, seeing your efficient work. But in shipping field, it's not like that. If you got an experience, they will see the experience first. How many ships he has sailed, how many years he has sailed. According to that only, your wages are paid. So don't worry about that. Once you started sailing, you're really good in that. And wherever you go, make sure that everything is done perfectly. And you're going to, if you are entering into the field, please make sure that you're physically fit, because that is the only main thing I can say. Because physical fitness is more important in this field, because you can feel drowsy or anything else, but if you're physically fit, no problem, good for them. So you'll be crossing many cyclones, many bad weathers, everything. That is also real fun in that, because I'll say once when I crossing this Suez Canal, we are having party. After crossing the Suez Canal and we are coming to the Atlantic Ocean, we had a great bad weather condition, and captain doesn't know that, and we didn't have any impact. But still, we had lots of fun in that, because the bad weather was there. That was separately going on, but we was having some lots of fun over this also. Because the party was also going on, bad weather also going on, ship was also going perfectly good. So due to this all is done due to the development of technologies only, because everything is controlled electronically. Even an inch moves, even radar systems which make sure that any ships are coming, any objects are there, anything else, immediately points out that. So everything has made easier in shipping nowadays. So don't worry about how the work it will be, how the work will be. You guys have a very good opportunity in shipping industry, in marine industry, not only in ships, in any other field you go. Make sure that you do the work perfectly, and you will get your goals perfect. So there is a saying like dreams are not those which comes in your sleep. Dreams are those which doesn't let you to sleep, which makes you to reach your goals and visions. So make sure dream big, and work hard, study hard, study smart. Instead, if you have studied well and you're good in your studies and everything, your work will be very easier for you. Once you started everything else, your life also is going to get easier. So in my personal opinion, this marine industry is really good for me. I love this job and still loving it, and I'll still be sailing also. So actually, I am on vacation right now. So I'll be joining within a week or within a month. So hope you guys had some useful information regarding the marine industry. So thank you for everyone who were kindly read in the speech. And one more information. I said I'll be giving this college names where you can be joining. It's like that you can note it down that like Anglo-Eastern Institute is there. There is an Anglo-Eastern shipping company, and they run an institute. In that institute, if you go, you are sure job is paka. Your placement is done. Once you finish the course, they'll put in their own ships. One is that. Next is Great Eastern. Great Eastern, this is also an Indian shipping, and they are also running an institute. So these two are shipping companies running an institute, and job security is very good on that. Another two institute is Tulani Ship Management. Tulani Ship Institute. This Tulani Institute is from a long before, almost more than a years, I think. I'm not sure about how long they are, but they are long before. And another institute is Samudra. This Samudra Institute also is just now they're making some good placement, I think. So aim for these institutes and study well if you are interested in the shipping. And once again, I will say, in my personal opinion, don't choose the shipping without interest. Join the shipping with interest, and you will love it, because it's full of adventure. It is full of fun, and you can earn a lot of money. You're well paid for that. Mainly think of that, you're well paid, because money is the most needed thing right now. In almost every condition, every situation, money is required. And you guys has taken the course, which is the future electrical and electronics. That is the base of everything. Whatever you do, wherever you go, electronics is the main thing. So keep studying. Hope you have a good life, good career, and thank you for the kind time for me. So bye. Take care. Hope you do well. Thank you, sir. Principal sir and HOD ma'am. Thank you for the good opportunity that you have given me.
Thanks for the great and inspiring words, sir. Gratitude is not only the greatest of riches, but parent of all others. I would like to invite our Maunika from final year B section to give the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Gratitude is the attitude that takes you to your altitude. I have the pleasant task of delivering vote of thanks to this gathering here on behalf of Association of Electronics and Communication Engineering. First of all, I would like to propose heartful thanks to our chief guest, Dr. B. Rajesh Kumar sir, for gracing today's function and also for all the valuable info he shared with us this time. I would like to express my great thanks to the management committee for honoring this function. I would like to express a deep gratitude to the principal, Dr. M. Jayaraman sir, for presence in this function. I would like to propose my votefull thanks to COE, Dr. K.R. Vallavan sir, and Deans of the Department, Professor L. Peter Stanley Bebington sir, and Professor P. Jayachandra sir for their presence in this function. I would also like to thank our HOD, Dr. Angeline ma'am, for her constant technical support. I extend my delighted thanks to our coordinators, Mr. S. Mahendra Kumar sir, Mr. S. Nachimuthu sir, and Dr. B. Gaurishankar sir for their guidance and moral support. Last but not least, my special thanks to our management committee, staff members, and dear students for attending this function and make it as very successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. Now here comes a video of a Students Association Office Barriers of 2020 to 2021, which is edited by Naveen Kumar from third year B section. Thank you. Let's end this session with national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तब जय 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 हे
Thank you, Jayashree.
Okay, pa. Thank you. Thank you, Ponanda. Okay, pa. Just wind up the session. Rajesh Kumar sir, thank you.